Hey there, welcome back. I got an old favorite from my old World of Tanks days that it's been in Armored Warfare for quite a while. This would have been the Tier 10 IS-7, but now it's the Tier 4 IS-7. The only other tank, the Tier 10 of the Soviets that I had in World of Tanks that I kind of wish was here was the IS-4. Nevertheless, this is a slow, armored relic. And somehow it kind of sort of fit in a novelty kind of way. This would have been a Tier 10 heavy tank that they actually did produce. And in the other game, of course, it is a progression vehicle. And here it is a Tier 4 premium. It is slow, and it's got that big gun. Almost tempted to load up World of Tanks to play again. Almost. But so this is definitely not a favorable map for it. There's a lot of obstacles. This does really good in open maps like deserts with limited cover, just because it is not really a close quarter urban combat vehicle. And the naval cannon on it's actually designed for long range, but they somehow fitted it to tracks and armor and said, go combat. Holy jeez, I already took the hit already? Right. In Tier 4, there is no ERA, so missiles hurt. And with the BMPs at this level, yeah. So that was me, tip of the spear, being careless. So I need to actually sit back a little bit, because I just, for as good as the armor is on this, it's not designed for missiles. And the gun has a very slow shell velocity. But it can punch through just about anything at this tier. I'm also running HE shells on this one just because of the fact there's no ERA, and usually you don't need much pen to ruin the bad guy's day. For a Tier 4, I really don't know what kind of income this actually puts out. I know at Tier 3 it did pretty good. So I'd imagine Tier 4, if I could get out some decent damage, spotting in the whole 9 yards, it shouldn't do too bad. Now we're not going to talk like Tier 6 or Tier 8 levels. But I have had games in the past where, you know, 100,000, 200,000 credits was not hard to get. Yeah, so in Armored Warfare with missiles, this thing is just, it is a lumbering target. But it's got a nasty set of teeth of its own too, so don't dismiss that, even though I've given away 1,200 hit points. You just have to play a little more pragmatic, I think. Actually, it'd be kind of neat if that machine gun on the turret would fire. Not that it would actually do much damage, but to thin-skinned vehicles, it might be enough to take a track out. This thing has a hellacious reload time, 9.37 seconds. That's including retrofit and commander skills and crew skills, and it's just, it's a novelty. It really is a novelty. And I haven't played World of Tanks, and I couldn't even tell you when the last time I had a game in it, so I don't know how this would even compare to that anymore. Oh, this is where it's going to get kind of ugly. My biggest fear are these little missile guys. As you can see, look at that. Down to 34 hit points. Oh, and a Scorpion has missiles too. This is not going to be good. I don't want to get too far away. I still want to hang in there. Play it right to the end. I have 34 hit points. Let's see if this thing can hold out. totally surrounded here. Oh, good. Another MBT. I might actually be able to get somewhere with you, provided you don't find a good soft spot. Like right there. That was terrible. Just terrible. Yeah, if I lose, I lose. My team goes down in flames. So be it. Now hopefully there's still a battle left to take part in by the time I get there, because this thing is terribly slow. At least we got a new approach angle we can go from, so we'll come from over here. Oh, an IS-7 Defender. I didn't even notice that. So it literally is just this, but I think it carries a flag and has some really cool looking camouflage. If I can get there in time, maybe we can zoom in and take a quick look at it without compromising ourselves. And if he holds still long enough. No, it looks like it's just really cool camouflage. Now I got this as part of... Yeah, see? Pretty cool looking camouflage. How did I get my IS-3? I think it was a Christmas tank or something like that. Or it was just a login. Well, I got it back in 2016. Or it could have been the tail end of 2015 and I just routed it to 2016. I have that written somewhere in my blog. And I don't usually hang out in the... And that was a tier 3 back then, so it was a little bit different. And was it update 0.27? They update, or they moved this up to tier 4, so they upped that and a few other tanks. Now, this technique of hiding in the corner has worked for me in the past. Oh, this thing does not like reverse. Oh, how slow were we going? I think we're going turtle speed here. Like I said, this has worked for me in the past, so. And it's a fresh tank with 22 HE shells loaded up the top. And now number 2 is my AP shells. Better penetration, about the same kind of damage. The HE will still do damage, that's the one thing. It just won't do a lot of... Really? Taking one hit. I need something good. How about you? The trick is these shells are not finishing them off in one shot. So I'm not rolling the maximum damage potential out of these shells. That's the part that irritates me. See, that was a 306. But you have straight guns, I think. So you're gonna go over there. I got nobody else hiding there right now. So you should be dead by the time you come around the corner. Well, blue's track off. And dinner's done with him. Now the long reload and no damage. Wow. Okay, let's see if we can get a piece of you. The bloom on this is just horrific too. So a minute and 30 to go to defend. There's one. You're gonna get right in my way. I really don't want to move, so let's go. Ooh, 169, that was not good. And yeah, it's the reload that kills it. Like, just terrible. No ERA for the missiles. That's another downside to this. And there is missiles at tier 4. What other redeeming factor does it got? Well, if you played World of Tanks and you had the tank, well, this is a little bit of nostalgia over here. Mine was free, so I guess that's kind of a good thing for me. 76,000, not great. Spotted 3, destroyed 6, dealt that damage. I will place myself third on the list. 1, 2, 3, I was 1 off. I was number 4. The IS-7 in this new era. So if you sat through that, by all means give yourself a thumbs up. If you liked what you saw, by all means give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. Leave comments in the section below. What could I have done different? Yeah, there's all kinds of things I could have done different. I could have been a lot more cautious going into the battlefield for one. Really selected my targets better. The list goes on and on. Share me what's on yours in the section below, and I'll mull it over the next time I decide to take the IS-7 out in battle. Just kind of disappointing for me. I kind of remember having much better games than that, but the mechanics and the environment were a lot different back then than they are now. Once again, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.